Guess who's back? Back again. It's this guy, Sammy the Man McIntyre. We are back. Moving the Chains podcast. We are getting close to the football season, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gentlemen of all ages. We are proud to present to you the New Age Outlaws. The badass Billy Gunn with Road Dogg Jesse James, baby. I'm repping D-Generation X, that's right. I got 2 words for you. Suck it. Bam. We are back, baby. Manic Monday. We are back. We are rocking at it. I took some time off, but we are back. And before we start, today, if you guys could hit that like button and smash that like button, I would greatly appreciate it so I can grow this podcast and keep this rock and roll train rolling. So, I am back. I shaved my head again. I know, it's weird, so I just gave you a little sneak peek, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Manic Monday. We are here, rock and rolling. We got about 50 days out until college football, NFL starts. You can smell the grass. I can't wait. So today, I wanted to touch on, I got memories today. About a year ago, I posted a video. It was about the Jets contracts and all that stuff. So I'm going to kind of change it up a little bit. Green Bay did exactly what the Jets did. Gave some defensive guys money today. They gave Isaiah McDuffie, their linebacker, who's got a big role to play because he replaces Quay Walker, who's with the Raiders now at linebacker. But they got him extended. I like him as a player. Solid, tough, Green Bay guy. Boston College guy, so you know he's kind of from that Northeast, kind of physical, tough guy. And then they gave Devon Wyatt, who's part of that stacked Georgia Bulldog football team that won 2 natties back-to-back, or maybe it was the 21 team that won it. He's been there since 22, been a solid player, got 3 years, $57 million today, got that alert when I left work today, and got that $20 million in the bonus. So, with that said, I like these signings from Green Bay from this standpoint. They got to get better in the run defense. They gave up a lot of chunks last year. It's going to look different without Jeff Hafler. There's no question about it. They get Micah Parsons back. So that's going to be a big key, how that defense is going to look for the first 4 games or so. Their schedule is a little workable, but I'm not, everybody's freaking out on Green Bay, and my take is, I'm going to do my division predictions in a couple, as the season gets closer. But I'm not buying into the fact that Green Bay is going to just be done. Like, I'm sorry, but as long as you got that infrastructure, that quarterback, the coach in place, I'm kind of sold on Green Bay. And the only question mark I would have with them is, can their defense be up to snuff? That's the only thing that I got question marks about. Everything else about the Packers, I think it's pretty much set in stone. I think it's a 2-team division. I think it's Detroit and Green Bay, and Minnesota and Chicago fall soup. So, gave that little sneak peek away, but I'll dive into that down the road. But it's great to be back. Took some time off, but we are back and at it, so I am ready to go. So that was what I want to touch on just for that part. And then I saw the NFL does this every year, and I get Adam Schefter. He was on ESPN Milwaukee, and he was talking about, the top 10 quarterback list, and I got some beef to gripe with a bunch of people. And I know Jeremy Fowler does his job, and when Adam Schefter was on ESPN Milwaukee, he was like, well, why was Jordan Love not in there? I'm with Adam Schefter. Like, I don't think it has much merit. It's July 15th. Well, we're July 20th, so this is 5 days ago. So there's not much merit. I get Jeremy Fowler does a really good job for ESPN putting this for information and trying to go ask about scouts and what people think of players. But to me, when I look at this list, the first 2, Allen, Mahomes, that's fair. And Josh Allen's probably the best quarterback in football right now. My ranking would probably be, Allen, Mahomes, or Allen, Stafford, and then Mahomes. But the whole Joe Burrow thing, and listen, I love Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burr. He's great, but he hasn't been healthy. And it's kind of got a Tony Romo vibe to it where it's like, well, we like you, Andrew Luck kind of. But it's like, he hasn't been healthy. What's going on? The Bengals, we got it. But this is a big year for Joe Burrow because they put a lot of pieces in their team, beefed up their defensive line so that they're not winning track meet every week. Great for fantasy football. Which, by the way, if you guys want to go watch a great fantasy football show, go watch The League. It was on FX years ago. I got to give a shout out to my guy Andrew on Instagram. Let me watch that show. I am in love. It's fantastic. But back to the reality of it. I would have a hard time putting Joe Burrow top 10. I get he's great, but he's been hurt. And what Joe Burrow am I getting? Okay? So I would probably go Allen, Stafford, Mahomes 3. 4, I would have Burrow right in that spot. That's fine. 5, Lamar, because last year, Lamar Jackson did not look like the same player. He's kind of fallen off. Ever since 21, those rushing yards have gone down a little bit. And then I got question marks about the leadership. I got question marks about, did he push John Harbaugh out? What's going on there? It's a big year for the Ravens. And I think that Jesse Minter's got a big task to fill because Max Lawson, my guy, knows it. Biggest Ravens fan I know. It's Super Bowl. Like, you got to get there, man. You've had Lamar Jackson in his prime. You got to strike while the iron's hot. And they've had chances to do it, and they pissed it down their leg. I don't know if the Chiefs are in their head, but whatever. And then I was going down the list. Dak Prescott at 6. I don't like that at all. I like Dak Prescott a lot. He's got, I've said this before on this pod. He kind of has a soft spot for me. He lost his mom to cancer. I lost my mom to cancer. Zoom in. Love you, Mom Mac. But I just can't put Dak like top 10. Like, he hasn't done it in the playoffs. Great regular season, we got that. But you got to do it in the post. Getting Romo vibes? I don't know. And then Herbert at 7. I don't love that. I mean, I like Justin Herbert a lot. But it's like, this is like the breaking time. You got to do something, dude. We know the production's there. We know the talent's there. I think with Mike McDaniels, he's going to give him layups. He's one of the best run game coordinators in football. They're going to run the hell out of the football. They got good tight ends. Like, this is a big year for Justin Herbert and the Chargers. So, and listen, I admire Herbert, the wear and tear that guy put on his body last year with getting his ass beat with behind a shitty offensive line between me and a bunch of randos out the street blocking, okay? Because his 2 tackles, Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, who were absolute ass kickers, got hurt. So he was kind of decimated, and I get that they didn't have depth at that position behind those 2 guys. But now it's put up or shut up. Like, you got to play, dude. Do better in the playoffs, okay? And listen, you can do what you want in the summer, but when you're not there at OTAs with a new coordinator, new everything, I got a hard time buying it. So that would be my only thing. And then I'm going down the list. The rest of it, I'd have to remember off the top of my head. They had Goff at 8. I would put him that's probably where he should be at. I'm a big fan of Jared Goff. Mike Kesnick knows this. I've been his biggest fan for a long time. I think he's underrated. He's durable. And the Caleb thing, this is recency bias to me. I know Bear fans. I know that, he had 7-game winning drives. I got all that. But you got to be better than 58% completion percentage. There's no excuse for that. None. I'm sorry, but you got Ben Johnson, all those weapons. Your offensive line's pretty good. You lost your center, which is going to be the key. So I have a hard time putting Caleb Williams at 10. I put him 11 or something. I don't think he had a great year last year. I really don't. Maybe I'm the biggest critic of his, but I just can't get behind a guy that paints his nails. Just can't. His name's Caleb, not Caleb. So, I just had a hard time with that list, and I really would have put Jordan Love in there. I just think Jordan Love's better. I don't know. They're both kind of the same. I think Jordan Love, now he gets dinged up sometimes, and he kind of has slow September, so maybe that's why he's not in that top 10. But, putting Jalen Hurts at 17, where he should be, thank you. He ain't it. Stop it. And I got a question with this Sean Mannion offense, with the Shanahan kind of offense, how that's going to work. Because that's going to be fascinating to me. Now, I got Philly maybe falling a step back. So, but I'm fascinated. God, football cannot come soon enough. God damn, I'm excited. So, that is all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's Manic Monday. I'll post some more pods, kind of, before the football season, give you guys my predictions and stuff. But I hope we're doing fantastic. Do not forget, and I mean do not forget, to hit that smash follow button and do me a solid, okay? I'm trying to grow this podcast out to put it out to people. So hope you guys are doing well. Manic Monday. Have a great day. Adios. Godspeed.